The Dunn Drive of the Week is presented by Dunn Chevy. A great deal is a done deal.
Central Catholic, one win away from repeating as state champions. As we welcome in Mike Robinson. Of course, you see him every Friday night at Game Day Nation and Game Day Nation Overtime and College Ball Weekly and on the Toledo Rocket Radio Network. And you're also going to be calling some high school football games this weekend for the state championships.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, a lot going on. And we get the podcast as well this week, you know. So it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of me, but a lot of information for you guys. But more importantly, it's state championship week. It's MAC championship week. Let's just call it championship week.
Championship week. To win a championship, you need good defense. And perhaps the defense for Central Catholic's been overshadowed by the offense. The defense came up big last week in the state semifinal.
Yeah, and defense is everything for the Central Catholic football team. And Greg Dempsey understands that because you got to have a guy on the defensive side that understands it. And they have quite a few guys. And it starts with Ryan Brown, their defensive coordinator. So let's look at this Dunn Drive of the Week because it starts with defense when you want to win a championship. So let's take a look at this thing here. Central Catholic on offense early in the game. Take a look. Big pass right here to guess who? You know who. That is Mr. Watson. He's been dominating all season long. The Hawkeyes, they better hold on to him because this dude is special. He's good enough to play at any of the schools that played in that rivalry last week. Hey, take a look at this one right here. Defense stepping up. We talked about it. Try to run the ball with your quarterback. You run into a brick wall of a defensive line up there for Central Catholic. Take a look again. Who is it now? Again, 2nd and 9. You can't get anything going because Chris Jackson, he stopped the running back and he also stopped the quarterback. Take a look at it right here. You got the zone read. He is smart, quick enough, and he had the arm. Look at that paw right there, Mark. He had to use that arm to hang on to him while keeping his outside arm free. That's excellent football on the edge of the earth. And again, trying to get through the middle, and that is just not going to happen. You see Spinazzi, you see Jackson, you see Bastida. You know, these guys out here handling business because Central Catholic, they win games by playing excellent defense, and they're going to have to do it again. They want to go back to the state championship and win it one more time.
So Central forced a 3-and-out, and then their next possession, they went down, scored again, made it 21-7, and they did not look back from there as they are going to take on Columbus Bishop Watterson. That'll be the 3 o'clock game on Friday. The Eagles, very good defensive linebacker. That's kind of the star of that team for Bishop Watterson.
Yeah, absolutely. And Don Purcell, he does an excellent job of just dominating the line of scrimmage. I mean, we haven't seen a defensive player that dominated the line of scrimmage like him in a while. I mean, last year you could say that Matthews over there for Ohio State, Jermaine Matthews, he dominated. He could have been in the conversation. And Central Catholic got some guys that could be. But you know what? Bishop Watterson, they did it last week playing against Salina. They were down 14-0, and defense stepped up. They hadn't gave up another point because this guy has stepped up. And he's going to have 2 guys to stop because that backfield, more than two, 3, 4, 5.
Central can beat you 2 different ways. Central can beat you on the ground with Morgan and Braswell.
Yeah.
Central can beat you through the air, as we just saw with Collins connecting with Watson. And also, Vaughn's a very good, maybe an underrated tight end for Central Catholic.
You know, Vaughn is really good for him, not just on the football field, but on the basketball court. He gets it done. They got Frizel as well. And they also have Flowers. They have so many different keys and weapons out there. And Collins, don't forget about what he did in some of those games versus Tiffin Columbian, using his legs. And we talked about that on the Dunn Drive of the Week. So one thing that we have to understand is Central Catholic's offense is hard to stop. You can try to contain it, but we haven't seen it done all season long. But why not give it a shot in the state championship if you're Bishop Watterson?
2nd straight year that Central Catholic heads to Canton. And earlier today, the OHSAA announcing they've extended the agreement with Canton, so the state championships will remain in the Hall of Fame Stadium for the next 3 years through the year 2026. Mike Rupp, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Mark.